where the stars align. Kelly Coffee takes you on a ride divine. In her thought bubble we soar through the night, exploring the universe, our vision takes flight. The symphony of galaxies fills the air. Come with me, let's ride on the cosmic breeze. With Kelly Coffee we'll journey through galaxies. In her dark bubble we'll explore the unknown. A grand adventure like no other we've known.
It's me, Kelly. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever for the air conditioner. There it goes. There it goes. Holy crap. Sometimes I can't get the air conditioner turned off. How you guys doing this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Am I here? I think I am. Oh, well. Hey, it's Jamie. Says the good morning, says the Jamie. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. Guess what time it is, puppy? It's time for me to ignore you and you not know what I'm doing, just thinking I'm talking to myself. Yeah. I love you. Go get in your plats. Yeah, your plats. How did you get out of your harness? I don't know how she does that. Hey, come here. We gotta get your arm. You guys, here I thought I was ready to start this video. And your elbow. How did you get your crooked harness like that? Hold on, put your elbow through. I don't know if it's called an elbow. You'll never know. You can't look shit up on Google. There's that better. Aw. Yeah, you want some hugs. Aw. So what are you guys up to this morning? Because we're gonna look at the hierarchy of planet Earth. Jamie, you know where this discussion is going. Because every day's good news day. What's up, Kelly? Why do you keep putting all those false titles out? You know that we're all God, Kelly. And we're the ones that make up hierarchy. I know, but YouTube makes me put a title on there. So yes. Oh, we're about to have what? Hold on, I'm doing numbers today. So on the time, but 336. There we go, 336. Okay. Oh, I feel better. The autism in me feels better now. Oh my gosh, who's really in control of this planet? Yeah, well, first, we want to talk feelings. Do we feel like we're in control of this planet? Some days, yes. Some days, oh, fuck no. I don't know. That's just my life. I don't know how yours is. But some days, I'm the dog. Some days, I'm the fire hydrant. Yeah, that. So, hey, what's going on with your hierarchy on Earth? Have you had any? I talked about mine yesterday, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. I got it out, and it was a lesson. We could talk about it in general, but hierarchy. There was yesterday. I'm not going to go into it. Go watch it if you want to cry. Yesterday. Oh my gosh. There was an assertion or hey, get in your plants. Get in your plants. There was an attempt at putting forth an idea of hierarchy yesterday when I was trying to enjoy my fried cheese at a restaurant. Like, here's a suggestion. Didn't feel like a suggestion. Felt like an assault. But here's a suggestion on hierarchy for this planet, Kelly. Let's see how much you can get triggered. So I had someone's assertion of their hierarchy, which according to their delusional thoughts. That's my opinion. I've got my opinion little thing scrolling on the bottom for entertainment purposes only. This person was asserting their delusion of hierarchy. And oh, fuck you guys. Damn, hold on, let me check. Damn it. Let me look at my calendar. No! Fuck! You guys, it's self-reflection day. Damn it, fuck! Damn it, fuck! Damn it, fuck! It's self-reflection day. Can I one day, you guys, just one fucking day. I keep looking on my calendar that there will be one day that's not self-reflection day. Okay, if this is self-reflection, oh my, that's not something I want to look at. Okay, I don't want to talk about it yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Hierarchy. I'll get there. Hierarchy. Wow. Someone was trying to insert their hierarchy into my life and I wasn't buying it. Is that okay? If this is self-reflective, do they call that imposter syndrome? Because I watched this delusional man tell me that everything on this planet was created by men. And pointing out the restaurant and saying we wouldn't, if it wasn't for men, we wouldn't have food, electricity. And I'm sitting here as he's talking with visions of Anunnaki running through my head. All these blue beings that created all of this shit. And here is some XY sitting on a stool saying that they created everything. And they're not even originally chosen by nature. You know what I heard today, you guys? That Y is going away. That nature is getting rid of Y. Did you hear that? Holy crap. Hey, Lucia Hospiska. Wait a minute. I've got to have a nickname for you. I've avoided saying your name for a reason because that happened. Hey, there's Shay in the middle. Can I call you Shay? Like lunch, Shay, ask me, or Alaska. It's okay. It's not computing. Can I call you Shay? We'll do Shay for now, so we can figure that out. Hello, Miss Kelly. Hope it's all well. I'm terrible at accents. That almost was Arnold Schwarzenegger at the end there. Hello, Miss Oh My. I got your name right. Or I think I did. Miss Oh My. And Shay. Hold on, Shay. You popped in several times. Let me see if I can. Oh, turn my sound down. Do. Okay. And find my video. And so I can dub thee. If it's okay with you, I want to dub thee a moderator. It'll take me a minute to do that because there's not a man helping me. I'm so sorry. It's going to take so long. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Go to my channel. Oh my gosh, who is really in control of this planet? Navigating the hierarchy of Earth. Whoa. That sounds like an interesting topic. Okay. I am out in the middle of the woods with my internet, so it is a little slower. Let's see. Oh, good morning. Your British accent. I know. I expected the British accent. Okay, let me go to your channel real quick. And just make sure it is you, or my best opinion, it is you. If your account was created yesterday, I mean, we can't be friends. But let's see. Is it channel stats? Oh, sorry, you guys. Channel stats for. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Oh my gosh. how do you find there's usually something you can hover over on here and it's like, oh, here's information on this channel thingy. Oh, there it is. There it is. No, 2020. I was almost 100% sure you're a legit person, but I just wanted to check. Okay. Shay, this moderator. There we go. Shay, if I can call you by that nickname, if that's not cool for you being a moderator, please let me know. And I'll unmoderate you. But when the bots start to come in, I want to make sure it is you guys. We have some bots. Oh, Ella, Annika is my name. Oh, there is no way I'm going to remember that from Miss O'Mai. Oh my gosh. Annika, I've heard your name before. Annika. And I think I tried to pronounce it before, didn't I? How did I remember this? And it's blood as good as my accent is. Town is without power right now. Oh no. Oh my. Oh, Miss Oh my. Holy crap. What happened? Oh, sorry, Shay. Sorry about that. My dyslexia probably hurt your feelings. Sorry about that. Oh, Nelly. Oh God, there's no way of remembering that either. That's a cool name though. You guys have some awesome names. Monica and Nelly. My name's just Kelly. How boring is that? Kelly. Oh, who's really in control of this planet? Good news day. It's good news day. Oh my gosh. I almost like grabbed my God bubble as if you could see me. As if my picture thingy. Check this out. Yes, you are here. It's like going to the mall and you go to the map. It's like you are here. Who's really in control of this planet? Good news day. You're God. And you created everything. And everything is following a certain plot line that's dependent upon feelings and emotions to be created. Without feelings and emotions, nothing happens. That's partly why we came here. Because we're out there like, oh, this feels so good, which I don't even know what the word good is because there's no bad. Yeah, and a discussion like that never happened, by the way. So the cool thing is if you're not in judgment, criticism of self, we don't get into fault and blame and guilt and shame. These are the tops. There's more, but these are the top 6 that I find that keep people from manifesting the life of their dreams. I try to make the Kelly Phoenix, the God Bubble manifestation system as easy as possible. I mean, it's my goal to make this as easy as possible and as simple instead of making it more complex to try to make me appear more intelligent to her. oh, look at how I got this simple concept and I just overthought it and blew it out of the water. That helps nobody. That helps nobody. But taking something that's overly complicated, and for me, it's just a matter of remote viewing. And I'd love to start up some classes if you would like to, you guys. I'll start up a series of classes for remote viewing. And what usually happens is you guys, within 1 to 3 sessions in my remote viewing class, you master it. And you like don't even need any more classes for remote viewing. It's like you got it. The ones that have come from like the Monroe Institute, those graduates, when they come into my class, because they want to, remote view better, they don't want to go out there to remote view and find stop signs and do not enter signs, figuratively. Oh, those psychic ninjas at Area 51. Yeah, from the God Bubble position. You can see the psychic ninjas and what's behind them. And Area 51 is a little bit of a circus. It's kind of for show. And if they mention it or talk about it and you know the word, and other people, when you talk to them, have you heard of Area 51? Yes, I have. Okay, if that's the case, then it's some kind of a psyops. Now, what someone else, a random person on TikTok said, is Area 51 is going to be like a staging opportunity to get all this technology and all of these developments or whatever it is and introduce it to the world through Area 51. Again, my source is a random person on TikTok that said that. Go do your own research. But it was very interesting, an interesting idea. So if you've got something like Area 54, if you're like, hey, have you heard of Area 54? Area 54? Wait a minute, it sounds real close to Area 51, but I've never heard of Area 54. And I remote viewed Area 54. My opinion, again, that's all I'm doing here, is giving my opinion. My opinion, there's a whole lot more going on in Area 54 than Area 51. That's like just the circus that you can come visit. If something's the real deal, you don't know about it. You haven't heard about it, or the information does not come around easily. In Area 54, when I remote view, they're doing experiments on humans. What look like alien beings. They look like grays. Very, very tall, very big, like giants, that kind of size. Gray beings with double hemisphere heads. Does that make sense? Almost like you divided the skull, like you parted it down the middle, like a middle part on your skull. And you got a right and a left hemisphere. That type of gray beings are what I see in Area 54. Now they're dressed in these type of robes that are very, I don't know, regal or elegant. They're really smart looking. I mean, I'd put something like that in a sci-fi movie. It would look way cool. What they have on, what they're wearing. And they were sitting in something like a theater of the round. And when I look at Dark City, it's really close. Real close. You guys. Only there's not injection into the third eye. In the movie, again, my opinion based on me remote viewing the stuff. And I haven't remote viewed having a SHO T in their third eye, like their forehead, like the movie Dark City. But the same concepts apply. The way it's administered is quite different. So these that they remind me a whole lot of that movie. That's Area 54. Area 54 is a flying around spaceship. What? Or is it? Go look at Dark City. Seriously, go look at Dark City, the movie, and look at at the end of the movie, what was the city shaped like? It was a spacecraft. Go look at the shape of that spacecraft. Doesn't it look like? Hold on, I'm trying to be dramatic, but I'm not. Here we go. Boom. Think about these, whatever you want to call these individual circles. Circle of life. So the individual circles, think of these as ice cream cones, where there is like a pyramid, if you will, down into the ground. Yes. Oh, no worries. No worries. And God, in here, the God bubble, the concept is you are God and you created everything. So, the Shay. When you look at Dark City, it looks like a floating one of these, like some kind of creation that's circular, but it's attached to a spaceship. Now, when I remote viewed years ago, it could be 10 years ago. I don't even remember. But people were like, hey, is there really space out there? Or is there a dome over us? Or what's it? And at the time, heard of the theory of a firmament and all of that. But just like Sasquatch, I'm pretty sure it's real, but there's nothing that's really definitive. Yeah, until the footprint. And then I was not right in the mind for about 3 days after that. That was a paradigm shift. My world here, this reality that I had squared up, all of a sudden made no sense. When I was in an area with no footprints, I walk away, I come right back. Again, this is in the middle of the woods, miles away from people. On this strip that's about 100 yards wide and 6 miles long. So in this space where you could see if there was someone there, in the third dimension, walk right back to that place where I had my tripod and everything in my backpack. And there's the footprint with toes. Because I was walking around, there were footprints everywhere. I was with Colorado Bigfoot. And still, I was pretty sure Sasquatch existed, but there was never that definitive. Like, I can't deny anything with this. I can't justify this one away. And I kept talking to him, and I'm like, yes, there's footprints everywhere, but there's no telling what it could be because they were smudged like while whatever this was while walking was turning or pivoting on the foot. So there was no clear with toes. And I kept commenting, there's no toes. I don't see any toes in any of these prints. They're smudges, they're quite large. But I'm still there's still that doubt in my mind that these are Sasquatch footprints. There's a doubt because I'm not seeing any toes. And so he said, well, you're probably not going to see them here because it's not like they're stepping in mud. You're stepping on a pile of these pine needles that are in some level of destruction. Kind of like compost, natural compost in the forest. Where the lower layers or the soil that it comes up in this decomposition on the very top are the fresh needles, the pine needles coming off the trees in the woods. So Colorado Bigfoot said you're probably not going to see toes because that's how the surface is here. And these footprints, you're going to see a disturbance of all this decomposing matter and everything, but you're probably not going to see toes. And so for me, it was like, well, I mean, this is all fun and good, but in my mind, there's still doubt that there's a Sasquatch. So after that discussion about the toes, and I think he's got that video on his website, so you can go listen to our discussion about the toes and everything. So I go back over there, and here's a perfect footprint with the toes. And we've got pictures of it, you guys, the pictures and everything, the area where we just were. And I said something like, nah, but there's no toes. And it looked almost like it was done on purpose to make sure all the toes, like you scrunched it down to make sure. So I went back and there was the footprint. I thought that was hard to handle anyway with Colorado Bigfoot. So like I don't remember if it was his hand, stick, or whatever. He's fucking with the footprint. That pissed me the fuck. I was so mad at him for fucking with that footprint, coming over there and poking on it and moving stuff around. I'm like, oh god damn it, fuck. Anyway, I think that's what I was most frustrated with at the time. Footprints, as we found it, and I hadn't even gotten footage and shit like that for like saw it. But some of his fans to stop messing up the footprints and stuff that he finds. Obviously, we didn't hear them, but so yeah, similar stress. But after that, I was not okay for 3 days. No matter what my mind did, I couldn't justify that. Like there was nothing in my mind that was accidental or a bunch of squirrels ran over there, did that real quick or whatever. Oh, the ground suddenly caved in, 2 inches. This one spot in a perfect footprint thing would compute. I could not dismiss it. And everything after that, there was always at least that 1% doubt. There was zero. And then I was not okay for 3 days. Like, how in the world do I go back to just living like a regular, normal person, whatever that is, going to the grocery store and driving my truck and going on hikes in the mountains? How do I go back to regular life after I know? Oh my God. So that was when I remote viewed where we were. They're like, so it was in one of my classes. We were like, what is underground? So I started to go underground and I went past what looks like man-made stuff. Well, big man-made, huge giants, kind of man-made looking things. It doesn't look very alien, look very well constructed. But constructed by giants with awesome technology. Still not alien looking, my opinion. But when you get past that place in the blue, they've got a blue guy. Yeah, I wonder with this blue guy thing. Oh my gosh, are you serious? What is happening? Are you serious? It's okay. Turn my heater off. There it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, the blue people. The blue people. I'm gonna turn my air conditioner on for a second. It's starting to warm up here. And I have my heater on at full force. Hold on. Sorry, we're gonna have the air conditioner on just for a minute. Uh, knock off this ridiculous heat. So when you go underground, you're gonna see blue beings, and the blue beings are there. And the blue beings are I think I had my coat in front of the microphone, you guys. Could you even hear? Oh, freak. There, that's better. So these blue guys, they're like guardians of the underworld, if you want to think of it that way, and they're all blue. So this is what kind of freaked me out a little bit. Uh, the first time, the first time with my NPE, there was a blue guy standing there trying to get me to go into the tunnel. It was like a blue light being. It's blue. Well, I watched it was Anunnaki. Crap, I get all the words like it's Anunnaki, right? The movie on Netflix, where it's yes, guys, Enlil, Enki, all those people, and they were all blue. I was like, whoa, this started to make a little more sense because when I started remote viewing under all every single sphinx, every single pyramid that I remote viewed under, every single one went into this elaborate tunnel system underground. Very elaborate tunnel system. So, and in this tunnel system, again, looked made by giants. But you had a tunnel system that was like bricks, let's say bricks and stone, a tunnel system. Uh, Carved out, placed precisely, and so forth. At the end of this place, when you get to the opening that's more natural, and it goes natural underneath the Sphinx, underneath all the pyramids. I mean, I haven't remote viewed all of them. I've never remote viewed one that didn't have those. Every single one I remote viewed had that going on. So before you get to the place where it looks like Lemuria, I mean, I'm not saying it is Lemuria. Just when I go to Google and I look at pictures of Lemuria, it looks like underground. It looks like the stuff under the Sphinxes and the stuff under pyramids, past the man-made looking stuff. So when you get to that place, there is a large blue being, and he's not actually a person or a real being. I don't know how to describe this. He's more on the level of a hologram or a projection, if that makes sense. So have it be a hologram or a projection, it's like this computer program that's self activating. Like you come up to this blue being and like, hi, welcome to my underground sound. But he doesn't actually say that. But blue guy does. Turn the back off. Woo-hoo! Now it's cold again. So this blue guy, and it's interesting, all these blue guys keep popping up. And on, after watching the movie, fucking blue, all of them. I'm like, I see how you are. I see what you've done because we can actually go underground, like in our physical bodies, like physical Kelly, whatever that's called. The physical body can go down underneath the pyramids and the sphinxes in what the man-made looking stuff with bricks and stuff. It looks like big bricks, but it looks like bricks. And then there's a blue guy guarding what again, I'm not saying it is Lemuria, but it looks like Lemuria and pictures of Lemuria on the internet. That's past that. So you don't see that yet when you're talking to the blue guy. So the blue guy is all like, hey, what you want to know? Well, everything, of course. I've been on planet Earth and they told me everything. I think they lied about everything. So tell me, oh blue being. And so the blue being has all of this information, kind of like going to your phone or your computer. And how long can you scroll on your phone? You're not even really learning anything important on TikTok, but there's a lot to scroll through, and you can waste an entire day scrolling on your phone. Could you imagine encountering a blue guy who's actually giving you information about everything you want to know about the universe and the history and all of that, except it's a little tainted? Saying, yeah, from their perspective. Kind of like the ones that win the war write the story of what happened during. So we get to hear the Anunnaki's version of history and everything and so forth. And you could stand there and talk to the blue guy who you don't just get that information with words. Like he's not just like, oh hey, now do you remember in 2006 when this happened? He's not talking. You're experiencing these things. So it's like you're out the history of the universe or whatever the information they're presenting. As if you're there. It's not just pictures or words or anything like that. You get to live it out. So, my opinion, my opinion. I kept talking to him and he wasn't responding. At the beginning, I thought, is this a being? What's going on? But he wasn't responding like a being would respond. He was responding more like a computer would respond that glitches every now and then. That's not 100%. It's a computer program pretending to be a human. Every now and then it's going to glitch out and you're going to know it's not. You start to think that Google is some sentient being or something until you try to look something up and it has no idea of what you're talking about. And you're like, I thought you were reading my mind a while ago. You are just a search engine. So that stuff like that happens with the blue guy. It's like, wow, I think you're an entity, but then I ask you a question and you just kept giving me information and it just ignored me. And so what I did, like when you're remote viewing, you go there in whatever form you want to. You don't actually exist while you're doing it. But I went past this guy and he kept talking. And he didn't turn and look at me when I went past him either. He just kept talking like a computer program that's sitting there trying to distract you from going any further. Going, oh my gosh, I got to the bottom of the pyramids. Now I can find out everything. Oh, keep walking a few more steps in about 100 feet. Now you get to the tunnel, the natural, what looks like a natural tunnel. And again, the only thing I can reference is some pictures of Lemuria from Google. Go look those up, and that's kind of what it looked like underneath the pyramids and all. I was trying to remember if I kept a picture. I don't think I did. I deleted all that to get some room. Yeah, I don't have those. So these are more natural looking tunnel system. Reminded me a lot of the moon. See, when I went to the moon, I followed I don't know what you call it, a person who's like, "Goodbye, Earth," talking in code, "Goodbye, Earth." And so I watched the soul, the spirit stick inside the soul go towards the moon. There is a straw. It looks like a big, tall straw. I mean, several miles, but there was a straw that came out, and you went into that straw. The soul and the spirit go into the straw. You don't see a body or anything like that. The body's just a projection. So when the projection's not there anymore, all you have is a soul and the spirit stick is what I see. So when it goes down this tube or a straw, it's looking like a straw sticking out of the moon. Um, I guess I was on this plane, not actually up in the sky. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so we got to this chamber, and these chambers remind me a lot of what's under the Sphinx and pyramids, those natural type chambers. That looks like an intestinal system or something like that inside of a body. It looks like the hardened intestines or blood vessels or whatever. Let's say it was a giant being and it was solidified and all the blood was gone. And now you got the veins, the arteries, and everything are the tunnels. But they're quite large, huge. So if these are giant beings that we're on, and we've got all this huge tunnel system down there, that it's just the veins and the nervous system and the respiratory system and all of some form of a giant. And all this stuff is built on top of something that used to be biological, and it might still have the essence in it, although it can't move. So when we get down to what is natural, all of a sudden we're in a place that everything is lit up with lights. Like everything seems to be made of light. Or oh, it's plasma. Oh my god, it's plasma. Oh fuck me. Oh my god. Now that makes sense. See, and plasma can take on any form. Plasma can take on the form of a pyramid, let's say, with sharp edges. I mean, plasma creates this reality where my hair's messed up and needs to be brushed. Of course, it create geometric shapes and also blobs. Oh my gosh, it's just a different kind of plasma that you react with differently underground. This is making more sense. Okay, so that's what Lemuria is. It's just where we get down there. Okay, why did I say that? That's where we get underground. We're playing a fucking video game from underground. Oh, but we're projecting it up. So the avatars are basically upside down dancing on the ceiling. What we consider the ground is the sky, and the sky is the ground. Oh shit. No wonder there's water up there. Oh my gosh, we're upside down. We're in a bubble in salt water, upside down. That's why that didn't make sense. That's why I couldn't get my bearings. Like when it's like, wait a minute, what's north, south, east, and west? I'm a little confused here. Directionally dyslexic. Makes sense. So what Lemuria looks like is plasma that is excited. Whatever that means. It's excited, and when it gets excited, it glows. It gets bright. Like jellyfish. Do they glow? Anyway, they're see through and they have the like the colors in them. Like, oh, that movie, the movie about what's her face, where you had the water tentacles, and it's like this is a nuclear vessel. We're not okay with that. With the water tentacles, we're like, oh, and look at here's your face, and then she like gets unalived, and then they rip her shirt open, and then they alive her again. And she comes back. That movie, and they go underground. And then what's his face? Because they're like divorced or still married, and it's complicated. One of those things. And then he goes down there, like what's his face with no hair? Ed Harris, I think. And he's like down, 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 and he goes to where all the like the plasma butterflies, underwater butterflies are, and all that makes sense. That's the kind of Lemuria type stuff that's below us. So now he's in a suit, like, oh, we're underwater and there's high pressure and all that. And he gets down there and he's able to take his suit off because they're able to modify everything. Well, when I remote view underground, it's not 100% like that, like the Ed Harris thing in the water suit, for extreme pressure from underwater and all that. It's not a part of going underground. At the beginning, it's a thin layer of plasma that you can still breathe in it and function as a human being and still be in this place. And then the plasma, as you go down, gets thicker and thicker and thicker. And it gets to a place where these avatars can't be sustained anymore. But at that point, you can let go of the avatar. And then what would you call that? Would it be your awareness? That thing that says, I'm Kelly, whatever that is. I think it's called awareness. I'm Kelly. So I would shed the body and still say something like, I'm still Kelly, but I don't have a body anymore. Whatever you guys call that. I think it's called awareness. So your awareness would separate from the body and just be there in the plasma and be able to create everything. Here's the cool thing. We're already in the plasma right now, having this experience, and we don't know we're in the plasma. And with our feelings and emotions, we're instantly creating the world. So when we realize that letting go, allowing healing is the only thing that can fix this. Because pushing and pulling hasn't worked. I mean, tell me how you're doing the pushing and pulling. Yeah, I fucked with that. I'm pretty smart. I mean, not to brag, but man, I fucked up pushing and pulling. It doesn't work. It doesn't work with consciousness because you cannot push and pull consciousness. You can push, pull, and expand awareness. You're taught since birth to push and pull. So no matter what you do, oh, I like classical music, not all the screamo music. Oh, aren't you special? You're still pushing and pulling. You're still pushing and fucking pulling. Staying with reality. That's how you stay in it. Once you let go of this, like those Chinese finger pulls. Once you let go of it, it lets go of you. In game in the mirror. Once you stop punching yourself in the nose in the mirror, you stop getting hit in the nose. The magic hand in the mirror. I mean, good news day, you guys. Good news. The only way to shed these bodies is to let go of them. The only way to shed this reality that you don't like is to let go of it. Because the more you grab onto it and try to change it and mold it, you just keep activating the plasma in whatever the feelings are at the moment. And I'm let me guess. Could it be fear and anger? Potentially. Fear and anger? Ah, nah. Um, oh, thank you. Oh, my costume. Well, you ask if Bigfoot exists, and first of all, there's no way I can convince you or make you believe that or whatever. These things that we're and you did not ask me this, by the way, but if someone's like, "Hey, can you prove this to me?" No, I can't. You can only prove it to yourself. So all I can do, Shay, is just tell you, in my opinion, in my experience, that I have in the middle of the woods. And here I've been talking telepathically to Bigfoot or Sasquatch for years. And I still had that at least 1% doubt that they existed until I saw the footprint. And then In my world, it was proof for me so much that I was not right in the mind for 3 days, wondering how I'm gonna incorporate Bigfoot actually existing into what I thought about the world, into my view on the world. Holy crap. Makes me think of the game called Everything, where you can zoom out of the universe and you end up right back where you started. Yes! Yes! It's a toroidal field is what it is. That's how you can do that is through a toroidal field. You pretty much not go anywhere. You're going far, but going nowhere at the same time. That is a perfect explanation of that. Oh my gosh, artist real. That's a cool name. Also, concept of living within a giant. Oh my gosh, thank you for giving me this information. A giant frozen being reminds me of the saying, it's turtles all the way down. Okay, now we get into the turtle concept. When someone suggested that we are living on our continent is a turtle or our world is a turtle or something, and they show, oh, well, look at this continent. It looks like it has feet and head and a tail, all the stuff, and it's all broken apart. Well, I've gone on to Google, what do you call it? Google Satellite, where they take our flat Earth and make it look like a ball, and they take all the continents that are broken apart but very close together and make them appear that they're far apart on this globe. I've been going on there and trying to figure out, is this a turtle or is this not a turtle? Is Africa really a skull of a being? What is really going on? But when I go, again, this is me trying to prove it to myself, not anybody else. There's no way you can do that. I go and I look, the flat earth map gives me more information than going on Google Earth or Google Satellite View Earth. When you look at the flat earth maps, you can see the larger beings that were broken apart and everything. But you can't quite see. You see parts and pieces so much that you can't put it together in your mind. It's like this big puzzle of these. I'll show them to you. These claws out in the middle of the ocean. These claws. Okay, it's on. I know it's on. I was on TikTok. I can't remember. Put it on here. Hold on. I think this is it. Sorry, that was not it. The one that shows clock. I swear I put that on here. Let me look at under clips. Sorry, that screen's gonna change a little. There you go. Let me look under here to see if I put it under here. Did I? Okay. No, I did not. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Sorry about that. I can't find it, you guys. It's on my TikTok. Let me look through the pictures and see. I don't think I've got that exact picture, but I've got. It's not even on this page. Damn it, fuck. The only thing I've got on this page is this, and that's not even what I was looking for. But if we're looking at this, I forgot what landmass this is. But you can see how it almost fit together with what looks like a heart with everything else. But the globe type system is very, very important. Oh crap. Yeah, it's not here. Oh, I forgot to show you something. Oh, I forgot to show you something. Okay, let me show you on page one. To show you the other day, and it completely. I don't even know what happened. I'm not even gonna guess. I'm gonna click on one or two. That's not it. Okay, that's not it. We're almost there. Now I call it Bone Pile in Colorado. Not this one. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So this one I call it the Bone Pile. I get on Google Earth or Satellite View. Now look where it says Pagosa. All you can see is the word Pagosa. It's in the middle on the right, slightly above center, where it says Pagosa. Just to the left of that, can you see where there's a snowflake type pattern with an eye in the middle? Does that make sense? See, the P in Pagosa is on the edge of this. I'm not going to call it a medallion, but Like, what is all this stuff there? Again, I just called it the bone pile. Now, let's go over. What was that, clips? Yeah, it's clips. I've got close-ups of this. So, you might not see it when I'm kinda standing back looking at it, I can see it easily. That's why I showed you that picture. These are close-up. Now me, on my computer, when I click on this, I can't see the eye very well, but from a distance in my little thumbnail, I can see it. So I apologize, you guys. That Piedra Peak is what would be the pupil of the eye. And you can see it's got kind of like a curve above it and below and tentacles coming out. What the heck happened? Was this one of those biblically accurate angels that fell from the sky to the ground? Is that what happened? Again, it's kinda hard to see up close. It looks like an eye in the middle and potentially wings coming off. Look at all the other stuff around it. Like, what is that? What is that? It looks like an eye with wings. Now, this is what I thought was interesting. Can you see a little bit better now? Try to get it in the center, the pupil of the eye in the center. Gosh, that airplane's like, can you guys hear the airplane? It's kind of testing my microphone. Okay. Do you mind giving me feedback, you guys? I've got a professional microphone and it's supposed to be blocking out background noises like an airplane like that flying overhead. But if you don't mind letting me know. So after I showed you that, let me show you the other picture and I'll come right back to this and show you something. Hold on. I forgot which one it was. This one. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. See how you're kind of taking a step back and slightly in the middle and to the above and slightly to the right, you can see that eye with again like a snowflake looking type pattern. Now, is this electricity in a burn mark? Because have you ever watched electricity do its thing? It looks like veins. It looks like the nervous system. It looks how like everything is created, like the roots of the trees, the branches of the trees. It takes on a similar pattern to that. So, sorry, let me go right back. So after you see that, let me show you this, and please give me your opinion. Because when I saw this, I was like, "Holy shit, no fucking way!" And I apologize, I cannot remember what movie this is from, like Gladiators or something. I'm so sorry if you know what movie this is. Please share. But check this out. I saw this and went, "No way! This looks like a biblically accurate angel." With an eye in the middle and wings, and I don't know what those other things are sticking out. Here's another view of it. This was a big action scene. Yeah, what does that look like? Sorry for the other one being blurry. But that now let me go back to these pictures. I'll go back and forth. Think you see any similarities? Well, oh, it's too close, you guys. I'm sorry, it's too close. Let me just go back and forth and see if you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to this other one and click on it. You guys can find this too. I think it's in Colorado on Google Earth and go look. Again, I called it the bone pile. Let me go back and forth now. Now that you can see the pattern a little bit better, the eye and where you've got wings coming out, it looks like, okay, on the top, it looks like one, two, three on the top and wings going off to the right and the left. And then is that three on the bottom again? You guys, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time doing that. Let me go to this other one and just go back and forth. You hear a lot of clicking, but I'm just going back and forth. I'm just going to do this about 3 or 4 more times. Okay. Any similarities at all that you see? To me, it was pretty profound. I was like, "Are you serious? Are you seriously serious?" There we go. That going on, and again, if hold on, let me put this picture on here and like walk several feet away and look at it from across the room and see if I can see it because it's so up close. I'm not really seeing it with this angle. Oh, I do. I do. I see it a little bit better when I walk away from it. I walk back about 10 feet or so and I'm able to see it better. Okay. But I've got a 27-inch screen I'm looking at this on. My computer has a 27-inch screen. That Lenovo all-in-one. Okay. So you guys, again, it was some gladiator movie. I apologize. I can't remember. Again, okay, when I squint, it does it too. Either I walk all the way across the room or I squint my eyes, I can see it better now. Okay. So, try squinting your eyes with this picture and you might see it. This one's a little farther away. You might be able to see it a little better. Okay, hold on. Gosh, my ponytail's too tight. I can't squint my eyes. It's like, damn it, fuck. Squint my eyes. Okay, squinting. God, it looks like it. It looks so much like that. So anyway, tell me your opinion. I'd love to know your opinion on that. This is way too similar. That when I saw it, I'm like, no, no. And then I was watching, I think it's on Netflix. And I was like, that looks like a biblically accurate words. Biblically accurate angel. So we go from clips over here to where's my angels? Angels, American gods, and stars. Okay. So we're over here. Sorry, that's not what I was trying to find. Well, we've got all of these angels. Really interesting because this is angel is shaped like a spacecraft with a dome on the top, which is kind of how it is. These are all eyeballs. The nose confounded map is all eyeball. Here's another one that's real similar. And this theoretically is a picture someone took. This is off of TikTok. Where someone's like, hey, there's this thing in the sky. Potential of being AI always. Again, the eyes you're going to see at the top are not mine, even though it looks a lot like me. This is not me. This is the random TikTok person. The spaghetti god, or spaghetti monster. I think that's all of it. Oh, we were talking about the turtle. One of my highly intelligent viewers, talked about a turtle. Now, this is what this person proposed. I took what they drew and I went to Google Earth and I looked at all of this. Could those be feet? Could this be a foot? Now, here's what I found, and this is only my opinion. And there's lots of pictures that I've got you guys on my TikTok. Wait a minute. I think I put this video on my YouTube also. It might be on my YouTube. So what I was doing is trying to see is this the head? Is this the little flippers? Are these the back feet? What do the back feet of turtles look like? Is that what I see underwater? So, so that being said, I started looking around, and I could not substantiate. I'm not saying it's conclusive, but in me going onto Google Earth, I could not find. See how they're showing claws and stuff. I couldn't find claws. I couldn't find feet where they are saying the feet are. This was just me, and I have no college education on looking at Google Maps and determining if this is a turtle or not. I have a degree in turtleology, so that's my qualification. But While we are looking at this concept of, is this a turtle? Could it be layers and layers and layers down where you can't see the turtle? It's all underneath and everything's piled on top of it. See how they see the claws and everything? I didn't find that, but here, check this out. I was looking at claws. Who's this random person? Oh, that's the guy I was giving him credit. Now, when you look down here, this is not the right place. This is a claw, and I've got a better view. You can see it's a leg, almost like it would be. If it was a person, it's not a person, but if it was a person, I don't, I don't know animal anatomy. It would probably be like their calf, or if it was a chicken, it would be like the thigh, like maybe the thigh and the leg, and then an ankle, and then a claw. Sorry, I'm not up on my animal parts here. So there's stuff like this all over the ocean. But when you look at the Google map, it doesn't make sense. When you look at the old world maps, the flat earth maps, then you start to see the shapes of these creatures. Then you start to see the turtles. When you're looking at a map of the whole damn thing. Oh, and if anybody can figure this out, please let me know what you think this is. This was in the sky. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. And wait, what is this? Hold on, let me go through these pictures. I can't see it very well. Oh, there it is. I was taking a picture of the sun, and that happened. and that happened. So if you know what that is, let me know. Because it wasn't like I was inside and it's a reflection of the light on my ceiling or the light in my kitchen over the sink or something like that. The reflection in the I've done stuff like that before and went, oh my gosh, there's oh my gosh, it's a UFO. I freaked myself out. And then I looked, I'm like, wait a minute, that's the shape of the light in the bathroom reflecting on the window. Oh my God. Yeah, I think you can figure out what that is. Yeah, look at that. He's just sitting there looking at you. Hey, you looking good. Ooh, Kelly. Kelly's in her swimsuit outside again. Wait, what is this? No idea. We know where that is. Oh, was this the moon that was in the middle of the clouds? I'm trying to remember. There was one night that I filmed the moon and it was in the clouds. Like there were clouds behind it. It was going through the clouds. And I can't remember if this was that night or not. Wait, what is this? Oh, this is just there's weird stuff in the sky, you guys. I take pictures of it. And if you know what it is, please tell me. Otherwise, I have no idea what this stuff is. Oh, I also go check out my merch. Go click on the merch tab. It takes you to a whole other website where you can find my coloring books, my adult coloring books, you guys. I have simple names, Black, White, and Holtz. If you could tell, like these are predominantly black. So if you want to paint or you don't want to color a whole lot for an adult coloring book, it's great. If it's like, oh, I want a whole lot of color, then get the one that says white because there's mostly white spaces in this. But at the very least, these have the list of 40 or so feelings and emotions. You guys, I mean, this is fantastic. It's got the ones that you're seeing on the bottom left. There's a page devoted to every single one of these. So even if you don't color it, I think there's a version where you can print it out too if you want to. If you just want to have this so you can go through the pages and remember all these feelings and emotions that are the base core emotions of God for this avatar, and to do your letting go and allowing techniques. This is a beautiful way to do it. These were all AI generated by me, and I had a ton of them. I picked out my favorite ones, and I tried to correspond these feelings and emotions to the pictures as well. So these, in a very simple way, walk you through the letting go and allowing process. I think even one of them, I was like slow, deep breathing and stuff in there. So it's not just a coloring book. It's got this list. If you're like, well, I've got the handwritten list, Kelly, but it would be cool to have the stuff decorated. There's a page for every one of these emotions that I'm showing you. Use the original for the avatar. There's a page for each of those. So this is what I was thinking. This would be so good for kids, even though it's an adult coloring book. It's not one of the adult. You know what I mean? It just means it doesn't have animals in it. Kids love animals. Um, this would be great for kids. I started doing one for kids, and I don't know. I was hesitant. I looked up a bunch of animals, and I've got a lot of them. I don't know. I wasn't as into that one as I was the adult one. So if you've got a child that is really artistic and loves stuff like that, they'll love this book. But if they're still in the I like to color animals stage, they're going to be completely uninterested in this. but this is great for kids too because you can show them all the feelings and emotions. And then I can't remember if I put clarity and clear on there or not. I can't remember. Yeah. Let's see the background noise. Here's amazing map. Oh, thanks for that. 15A set. We're gonna write this down. Hold on. Where's my write things down place? Um, Send a message to myself. Instagram. Yeah. Thank you for that. Let's see. David Rums. David Rumsey's collection 1587 map. Oops, spelled the name wrong. Rumsey. Thank you for that. Rumsey. R would be next. Collection 15. Oh, good grief. It did words and not numbers. Hold on. We typed those numbers on here. Okay. 1587. 1587. I'm going to look that up. Thank you so much. I love researching. I don't know if it's just Gen X, like we were taught to research, what the deal is. There we go. It doesn't come out from me. The background noise exactly the same. Oh, thank you for the feedback on my microphone. Thank you for that. It would be so cool if you could create an AI video to illustrate all this. Brian, I'm working on it. I'm on Canva, and I accidentally paid for a different plan that I intended to pay for, and they took it out all at once and would not give me a refund. And get on the plan that I did want. So I got on some plan for teams that was $300. So then they come out with this AI thing. I'm doing the AI because I had all these pictures. Hold on. Who? Where did I put those? On clips. There we go. So I did. This is just not that one. Oh my gosh, I can't find my pictures. There we go. Like these pictures. I did a bunch of AI pictures to try and illustrate as best I could, the ideas and the concepts and all. You can look at all of my words. Go to main advertising. You can look at my thumbnails, and I did a lot of AI on the thumbnails. What am I looking for? Sorry, you can't find what I'm looking for. Well, I did. I mean, not that this is real special or anything, but this is AI. I did that with AI. I did this with AI. And then I ran out of what's it called, credits or something like that. They're like, "Oh, you have maxed out your limits on your AI production, whatever, on Canva." I was like, "Ah, fuck." And because I did like 4 or 5 videos, like short clips like this is a clip, like a short clip. If you go on my TikTok and on my YouTube, you'll find it. And I did so many thumbnails and all that I can't do any more AI. I'm trying to remember if it said the 26th or the 28th or something like that. Like, I'm cut off making more AI until then, Brian. So, I intended to just keep on going, illustrating because you saw I started trying to illustrate my near-death experiences and all of that. I've got them all on YouTube. If you wanna go check it out, I've got all those on YouTube. And they're not exact, but man, they come real close, to the ideas and concepts that I'm trying to get across to you. So, Brian, I'm working on it. So I looked at, oh, if you want to have more access to AI or whatever, get the professional plan. And I was like, I thought that was what I was signing up for. And they wouldn't switch me over to it. It's the same price. So then it's like, well, let me switch over. I paid my $300 or whatever ridiculous amount of money. Um, switch over. It was going to be an additional $300 to get the business plan, the one I originally intended. And then they said, oh, and you'll also lose access to your teams. What I already paid $300 for like a month or two ago. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So Canva is fucking me over. They're fucking me over big time. I don't know how to remedy it. I've already paid them $300. And I tried it. I wrote to them and said, hey, I made a mistake. This is the plan I intended on getting. And they're like, too bad. So I didn't get all the professional perks, but I got the ability to bring extra people into my Canva to do shit for no damn good reason. Ugh, Brian. That's probably the short version of what happened. I know it sounded long, but it's the short version. So there it be. There it be. Working on, how about that, Brian? Working on it. Working on it. Oh, who is really in control of this planet? You are, because it's not going quite as planned. You probably think you're not in charge and someone else is, and they're being real mean. Or am I just talking about myself again? Why is everybody being so mean to me? Did I get the comments up there? Oh my gosh. Nothing is responding to my clicking on it. This is ridiculous. Oh, there it is. There it is. We got it. We got it. So, good news day. Good news day. The only hierarchy on planet Earth is the hierarchy that you create as God. And that's it. That's it. So, are we in these belief systems where we ask, which is prayer? Wait, hold on. Before I start talking out of my ass, let me ask Google. The definition of prayer, let's see, is a solemn request. Okay, I got a question here. Who are we requesting? Requesting from, ooh, okay. Request for the help or expression of thanks addressed to God or an object of worship. So, if you're God and you create everything and all in creation, you're praying to yourself and you're asking yourself to help yourself. Isn't that good to know? I told you it was good news day. Told you it was good news day. So if you pray, you're praying to yourself. And what is asking? But putting your own hierarchy in place. this own hierarchy, which, God might be the supreme allied commander of everything, but you're it. That's you. That's you. Lee, I resemble that remark. Yes, you do. Prayer also a religious service, especially a regular one. What does that mean? A regular service? I don't know. I just see a bunch of whiny babies these days getting up in their pulpit going, I'm a man, and that should be enough that I exist. Bow down to me. I mean, God. I mean, bow down to God. Or me, or I'm so confused. Uh, like, no. The circus is over, and you and your kind are dismissed. You have been weighed, and you have been measured, and you have been found wanting. Regular at which people gather in order to pray together. Ask what? The misogynistic pastor who's sleeping with the secretary? Is that who we're going to be praying with? In earnest hope or wish, which is not the present moment. Prayer is not the present moment, and that's why it's disempowering. Oh, first of all, we're asking. Who are we asking? Ourselves, not knowing it's ourselves. Well, we're still not healed. Please give me this. Like, no, I'm not healed yet. I can't give you that. Sorry. You're a fucked up God. Oh, fuck you, God. It's like, I'm you. Good luck with that. Hope is acknowledging I feel like shit right now, but the future might get better. That's hope. The feelings and emotions in the present moment are what create your reality. So, that being said, the feeling of hope right now is going to create what tomorrow? You guys, I make this as simple as possible. This isn't one of those real complicated things that the people write these big books about. Oh, you have to get my new book because I just contradicted what I said last year. Now it's the opposite. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just the paralyzed guy that does that shit. What was Steve Hawkins, if that's a real person? Oh, this is how the universe works. Oh, I'm sorry. I fucked it up. This is how the universe works. Oh, I fucked it up again. I got a new book coming out because the other two books are fucked. And here's the new one because this is how it really is. So no, I don't do that. I just, no. Oh, the real meaning of prayer. The real meaning of prayer is a form of communication with the divine or sacred entity. Well, I guess my opinion is they go fuck themselves. That's not going to be a pleasant conversation. I'll tell you that. If I'm talking to any of the entities, it's got me talking to myself though. Which can involve a wide range of acts like supplication. Oh God, well, words. Another fine. Great. But part of church was just like, what the fuck are you saying? Was mostly what was going on at church. I don't know what the fuck you mean by that. Well, they didn't say fuck back then, so life was not as good. Now that it's fuck is like every other word in my vocabulary, life got better. It got fucking better. Oh, yeah. Okay, supplication. Weird words. Have something to do with misogyny. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. I just copyrighted myself. Supplication definition. An action of asking or begging for something earnestly or humbly. Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah, fuck that shit. No. That's a no from me. No. Okay. Acts like supplication, praise. Let's see what praise is. Praise myself. I praise myself. Praise definition. Express warm approval or admiration of. Yes, I do. Oh, Kelly, I praise you. I praise thee, Kelly. I praise myself. and you can go fuck yourself. Get out of my fucking way. I pray to myself right now. God damn it. Oh, confession. I kind of know what that is. Let's see what Google says. Confession definition. A formal statement admitting one is guilty of a crime. Fuck that shit. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you. Well, I knew that was the answer, but I got triggered. And Thanksgiving. Speaking of Thanksgiving, when you give thanks, thank you. For what? You're God. You created everything. What are you saying thanks for? Thank you, myself, for this shit. For all this useless plastic crap I've accumulated. Thank you. Oh, divine creator of crap from a factory. I mean, what are we really doing here? Thanksgiving definition. The expression of gratitude, especially to God. I mean, you keep going right back around to yourself. Holy crap. In North America, whatever that is on a round map, an annual national holiday marked by religious observances and traditional meal, including turkey. Oh gosh, poor turkey. The holiday commemorates a harvest festival celebrated by the pilgrims. Wait, this is not what the Native Americans say. In 1621 and is held in the U.S. on the fourth Thursday in November. When did that change? I mean, when did they change that? When did Thanksgiving change from the third Thursday in November to the fourth? What year did that happen?
Thanksgiving was officially changed to the fourth Thursday in November in 1941. This followed a 2-year period of confusion. When President Roosevelt initially moved it to the third Thursday in 1939, Congress then set the date as the fourth Thursday to resolve the issue.
Yeah, I never heard of that until recently. I know you guys did I mean it looked like it's a thing, but it wasn't popularized. When did the custom change from the third Thursday in November to the fourth Thursday in November from the last 5 years? I didn't even ask the right question.
The Thanksgiving date changed from the third to the fourth Thursday in November in 1941.
Yeah, it's the same
Congress
rhetoric.
formalized this change in December of that year. After President
Let's
Roosevelt initially
see.
moved it in 1939 to
Why
restore
do
special
people remember it was the third Thursday for Thanksgiving? And why is the internet wrong?
Thanksgiving has been on the fourth Thursday of November since 1941. People sometimes remember it as the third Thursday due to a brief and popular change in 1939 and what's called the Mandela effect, leading to some confusion.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what confused me, you guys. Back in 1939, before I was born in 1969, oh my God, I feel so silly now. I feel so silly that I was confused today because of something that happened before I was born. Oh my gosh. Yeah, to me, Mandela effect just means AI is glitching. It's easier to change history when you've got a fluid media. You got Wikipedia. History can be changed with a breath. Okay, so we that went from prayer. Where do we get the prayer to this? Holy crap! I extends beyond simply asking for things to include deepening a relationship with the divine. Okay, this is my opinion. I feel like you have a lot of opinions. Well, I don't have much else. That's it. When I was in church, people would pray. They would pray these big, grand prayers that were, "Oh, thee and oh, thou God of the all thy mighty," and all that bullshit stuff. And the Almighty God, the creator of men, where babies come out of our penises and all of that stuff. Thank you, oh God Almighty, and everybody who's listening to now to be in this space of here. And I call upon you and all of your people in the Bible and all their fancy names and all. And remember when Abraham, back in 1650 or whenever the fuck that was, when Abraham was talking about something somewhere that was important. I remember that. Oh God Almighty, thank you for Abraham and all that other stuff and the food. I don't know why I'm thanking you from a man, and that's why food is here. It's because I'm a man. Because I created everything on this planet. Thank you, God, for making me a man and not a woman. Oh, what a fucked up life that would have been if I was a woman. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. You didn't make me weird. Oh, amen. So anyway, here I'm in church, and I was at prayer, and and then everybody, bowed their head, went silent and all. I was like, yeah, I know. Oh, speak from the heart. I'm like, I don't think you guys want to hear that. That's not. That's kind of stuff I say in private to God, thinking God is outside of myself at the time. But when I talk to God back, those were not other people listening conversations. So I didn't understand this idea of corporate prayer because every time I went to the Bible, it said, "Don't pray in public. Don't make an ass of yourself and pray in public. Don't do that. Prayer is a private thing between you and God." It's not an exact quote, but so I'm like, they want me to pray publicly, and the Bible says not to. Then it's like, oh, nope, nope, nope. Oh, now the human resident, you're kind of stuck in I think that it's random people on TikTok. And some of them are pretty accurate. Something about 2026 and everything you've experienced in 2026 right now, like today, you're gonna feel like shit about it. That's the take I got on what's going on with human resonance right now, and other people's interpretations. Turn my sound. You guys, I keep turning my sound down for my shows. I miss phone calls from my friends. My friends call me and I don't hear my phone ring because I keep forgetting to turn my sound back on. Oh my gosh, what was I looking up? Oh, human resonance. Okay. All I do is go to TikTok because I am not paying money for that. I don't care if it is $3 a month or whatever. I'm not gonna pay money to see the human resonance. No, thank you. Holy crap! Oh, that's the wrong day. It's April. Okay. November, yeah, 21st. Erin. Woo! She goes, it's Friday. Oh, I hope you couldn't hear that. Sorry, I'm copyright crap. Oh, that makes sense. Oh my gosh. That looked like a freaking like Scottish plaid human resonance pinata kind of pattern on there. That's actually pretty. Like Scottish. Mhm. Yeah, anytime I see that plaid, that is rolling around in the fetal position, crying from the soul. That's what human resonance looks like right now. With these streaks of white. Yeah, that's probably when I was craving chocolate. Random person, does she have subtitles? No. Huge hit yesterday. What time? You know what? That's probably when I got dizzy. Every time that white stuff hits on the human resonance, I feel like I'm gonna fall down and pass out. But what? It's still intense. What do you mean by that? Tell me, random person on TikTok. What do you mean? Heavy hit, which looks like an overnight heavy hit. I actually slept pretty well last night, though. Integration. I call it fetal position crying. She calls it integration. I think she's downplaying it a bit. Feel what? Anxious? Yes. Oh, high anxiety. That's what the random TikTok person is saying. Anxiety. I agree. I concur. Overwhelmed. Her advice: go outside, put your feet on the ground. Which it snowed here, so she seems like a really nice person, but I'm not going to take her advice today. She doesn't know I'm in Colorado, though. I mean, she looks like she's in a warm climate. So she's like, yeah, take your shoes off, go outside. What does that mean? Easily irritated, and you can have a temper, she says. Okay, that absolutely makes sense because, yeah, I feel like stuck in the anger from this stuff. Wow. Yeah, human resonance pinata. Human resonance pinata. All right, you guys. All right. Oh, hey, thanks for hanging out. You knew by the title where this was going, right? That you're in control of your universe, not even just this planet, but your universe. And when we look on this in our creation from feelings and emotions, what do we create? I can only tell you what I'm creating, and some days it didn't look so good this last week or two. I had fetal position crying. Oh. But with everything that is happening, I think I'm getting better. I think I'm evolving, improving, and just letting go of more. Navigating the hierarchy of our hierarchy is only what we make it. And I'm finding it's only a suggestion. That someone can propose a hierarchy and you tell them to go fuck themselves. And you find out there's no hierarchy there at all. It was just the suggestion. All right, you guys. I love you. And I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I'll see you on the next video.
Realm of dreams where the stars align. Kelly Coffee takes you on a ride divine. In her God bubble we soar through the night. Exploring the universe, our vision takes flight. The symphony of galaxies fills the air. Come with me, let's ride on the cosmic breeze. With Kelly Coffee we'll journey through galaxies. In her God bubble we'll explore the unknown. A grand adventure.